Did you know that koalas have to eat their mom's shit in order to get a special bacteria in order to digest eucalyptus leaves?
What?
Yeah.
Did you see Brother Nature got his ass beat in Miami?
That's also a true fact.
Facts. He
You
got
said Brother Nature?
yeah, he got stomped out. Like stomped.
Who's Brother Nature?
Brother Nature is he's a Instagram dude. He's known for all of his like videos about him just going up to random animals in the woods like, you want some food? And then next thing you know, he's just chilling with all these wild animals like, hey, you know, I got this deer eating popcorn with me, like, what it do, baby? Like,
Vanilla.
love nature, you know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, he became Brother Nature. Everybody just loved him.
Oh. But he got
He got his ass beat.
by an animal?
No.
That
would make sense.
That's what I would have.
That's where that was going.
That would make sense.
He went up to a kangaroo and
that shit would have been funny. He went into a restaurant demanding service, and he played the you don't know who I am card.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, so who kicked his ass?
People like that deserve to get their asses kicked.
Yeah.
Some patrons.
Oh,
Yeah.
for real?
Yeah.
I thought it would be like the owner or something.
Nah, they just beat his ass. They beat his ass inside the restaurant, and then he went outside and he got his ass beat again.
Oh.
Like he just.
What? I thought the beating.
He got his ass beat twice.
I know it took place twice, but I thought outside happened first. Then he came inside, like trying to ask for reconciliation or something like that. I don't know. I mean, I saw parts of the videos, and I saw that he was the aggressor of everything.
Oh fuck yeah!
And poor dude.
Well deserved.
Yeah.
Well deserved. But
That's the one thing he's a cool guy, but he brought that on himself.
Just
get us with that
let
intro.
the fan go to his head.
This was the intro. You
This
guys,
was the intro?
you act like
shit.
We started. Did you not?
Damn.
Did you really?
This is what we did.
Did you not see Robert up there? Did you not see me click?
Good
So-
job, Chris.
So
I'm out of
apparently,
there.
What's up, y'all?
apparently this
Do it again. Get us back in.
All right. Apparently, this is You've Been Separated because You've Been Served do things differently. So,
True.
welcome back, y'all. It's Ty. Starting off with my ugly ass voice, just so you guys know what the hell y'all listening to. What's going on, you guys? How y'all feeling today?
Feeling pretty good.
Sleeping.
We're here. We got some. We're doing some recordings before the holidays. Robert is in front of my face with his armpit, and it smells quite delicious. I'm not gonna lie.
What it smell like?
It smells like
It
lavender.
smells like sex. That's how you use it.
Even though I don't,
That's how it's done.
I don't agree with you guys trying to tell me how to use my word.
But
I
everyone's
mean,
word.
no.
Sex technically is everybody's word.
No.
All words belong to everybody. They don't belong
True.
to just one person.
But
It belongs to the dictionary.
They belong to.
Yep.
damn, where was his energy when Jakora was saying Schmeat?
Well, I mean,
That Schmeat
it's
is his
good.
word,
It was
I
a
guess.
good word,
Yeah.
but I mean, I can't just be like it's only his word.
Damn, so y'all just gonna try to trademark his shit too?
No, I didn't trademark it.
Jakora, you hear this, bruh? You hear this? They taking
We gave
shit
him
from
credit
us.
for the word.
But they
so
taking
many
shit from
times.
us,
We
man.
admitted that was.
Well,
a
they
dope
taking
word.
shit more so from me, but you gotta watch out, bruh. You're next.
Look, Ty, we're far from perfect, all right? And
He's going there.
Oh no!
All
Well
right.
then,
Wow.
that's how the year's gonna end for us this
Well,
year.
welcome back, y'all. Welcome back.
We're back again.
All right. So what's going on? What we talking about today?
Well, I
Talk
think
to me,
when
baby.
when this podcast actually comes out, it would be what?
around New
Around
Year's,
New
yeah.
Year's.
Yeah.
Well, then speaking of New Year's, anybody got some New Year's resolutions?
That's crazy.
Did you guys complete?
Let's start with you.
Yeah, since you got a lot
With me?
to say.
Yeah, since you brought it up.
Dickhead.
Well, technically it's my job.
Are you trying to say that his hair makes him look like a dickhead? Because it parts at the top.
Wow,
Yeah, right?
you would.
Yeah.
You would
yeah,
bring that
yeah,
up.
I did.
Wow.
I did.
You're an asshole.
He called you a dickhead.
He always calls me a
I
dickhead.
mean, I called him many things, and he does the same in return.
It's true.
True.
It's what we do.
All right,
We've said it many times.
brother, man. Guess what?
What's up?
I love you.
I love you too.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, bitch.
The
Fucker.
resolution, get it.
Resolution.
My thigh.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It was itching.
That's
y'all.
what happened?
I'm sorry. It was itching. Anybody who watching the YouTube video, you gonna see I'm just doing this right here. It was.
It looked like you scratching something.
It's not
It's
even worth
all
commenting.
Speaking of New Year's
Things to the left.
resolutions, I think some of it has to be as far as for next year. It's still gonna be a continuation that I made for this past year, which was to travel more. This year I did travel to a few more places than I did the previous years. Next year I'm going to Costa Rica. Might be going to Amsterdam sometime later on at the end of the year, maybe.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
You would go there.
I'd be
Yeah.
down.
Must be nice to have
been
money.
there, but I want to go back because my friend wants to go. He wants to go and he's never been.
Oh, that's why you want to go.
Well, I just want to go back. All right, I love traveling. Amsterdam's a pretty fun place. I'm not gonna say why, but it's a fun place.
Check out the coffee shops.
I like coffee.
Coffee shops.
Yeah.
Coffee shops. But no, it's a cool place, and I mean, once you're there, once you're actually able to get to Europe, it's a little bit different as far as traveling. I mean, flights sometimes are a lot cheaper than it would be to go from here to Sacramento, or even then you might be able to take a train ride somewhere.
Dope.
I think I'm gonna
So-
do that.
I mean, a lot of people do recommend backpacking and just taking trips like on trains and whatnot, which I wouldn't mind. I think it'd be pretty interesting. But we'll see. As of right now, Costa Rica is a for sure thing, and I'm excited for that. It's gonna be a good time.
Do it, bro.
But starting for next year, I do want to work more on my fitness. Work more on my fitness, and definitely, of course, like always, my acting and my career.
Yeah.
And have a much better handle on my alcohol intake.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanna.
All
I
right.
can drink like no other, but I don't feel like having that title forever. But yeah, that is my New Year's resolution for next year. As of right now, I might come up with something before. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, that's mine. What about you guys? Ty, you went last.
Oh, okay.
No, Robert. We'll start with you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was. Is there any way we could come back to me? Because I was still
like
thinking.
chinga. Nobody's ever ready.
Yeah, I was ready.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
was-
thought
I
you
was-
were going to tie. That's
Sorry.
why I was
very
very
last
excited.
time, I was just trying to change up the order from the last time.
Oh,
All right,
I
Ty, go
appreciate
for it.
you. You're good for taking initiative, dog.
got you. I
All right,
tried.
this episode's about bromance.
Is
So
it?
you're saying you have a bromance with me?
And the new year, but
I was
yeah.
gonna say I have a whole thing about the new year, but you know what? Sure, why not? Yeah. Bromance
Bromance
and
stuff.
New
Yeah.
Year's. Got it.
Ass.
Que la chinga.
All right. That's what it is.
What's up? What's up?
Nah, it's not really a New Year's resolution. It's something I want to take effect immediately. I don't know how to say it in short, but I wanna stop chasing after people that don't deserve to be chased. Cause I have the tendency. Oh, I thought you was crying. I'm like, no. Nah, just I have a bad habit of tending to people's needs to a point where it's like I get little to nothing in return, or I care too much about people who don't show the same effort as me. So it's I want to get out of this habit of just investing time and energy into people that don't deserve it. Cause 2020, when 2020 comes around, I really want to just focus on myself. I want to move out before my birthday. I want to get everything as far as school together because I really feel like I've been slacking off a lot when it comes to school.
Yeah.
I just want to overall work on my inner happiness because I had a rough ass year. And as the year comes to a close, I'm realizing that I am low-key unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm I need to take that first step into making myself happy, or at least finding inner peace within myself. And it's something I don't want to have to ask for other people to do for me, because it's even though I enjoy y'all company, I shouldn't have to throw that type of stress on y'all. Oh shit, Ty, what's going on, Ty? No, I got myself under control. I just need y'all to do y'all job as my friends, or just always having a good time. And this is something I said on my Instagram story. I'm just going to reiterate, anybody who hears this message, if you feel offended, that's because you're somebody who is not contributing to that energy that I'm giving you.
Motherfucker.
All right. So I'm sorry, but you about to get cut. Fam, there is no limitation. It could be a family member.
Damn.
It could be a friend. It could be a random hobo. It don't matter.
Be a dog.
Wait, why do you have random hobos in your life that you're
Sure,
That's
hanging
true.
out with
Why are they
consistently?
random? You don't know their names?
You don't know
Right.
Peaches?
Was this the Wallace house, dude?
Do it.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry, Peaches. You've been standing by Arco on Manchester and Maine for too long.
Dude, she couldn't hear you, man.
Damn, very specific.
Yes.
Shit.
Peaches. Okay, that's her fucking name. Peaches.
I'll tell you, she's a nice lady.
Yeah.
No, who's a nice person is Batman.
Oh.
Not you.
Oh, damn.
All right.
Fuck,
Yo,
I
there's
was
a.
slapping her.
Yeah, that was.
I've been backing you up this whole time.
My bad. It's just I
The
don't
one
want.
time I'm backing you up.
It's like I don't mean it like that. I just don't want there to be confusion.
But
Like
you said
there's
it.
there's a homeless dude on 39th and Normandy who used to live over there. His name is Batman. I don't know how his I don't know his well being now.
Makes sense now.
I don't know his well being as of right now, but he was the homie. Like you would always see him just strolling down the street on his bike. Everybody be like, "What up, Batman?" He be like, "Hey, what's up, y'all?" And just keep on going. Like he was a cool dude.
Was he a Dark Knight?
Low key, he was dark. He was dark.
I was
That's
low-key-
right.
I was low-key, he was dark.
I mean, I just
At night.
because he said, "Was he a dark knight?" So I'm like, "Well, low key, he was dark." But I don't know about the night part.
So he
but
was Loki?
Oh my god.
Ooh, yeah.
somebody saved me. So all I
You
needed to
chose
say,
to be here. What do you mean say we all chose to be here. We're all
Yeah.
stuck.
Nah.
Do you want to give a shout out to anybody you're cutting out this year?
Well, obviously Peaches is
like,
out.
Like, bye, Felicia.
Damn, Peaches.
I was gonna say, but I'm like, that's saying too much. You probably got to cut that part out because if she listened this far.
She gonna slap your ass.
Anybody else?
Nah, I'm just gonna let people come to the light and just let it be who it be. I have no specific person in mind, but just know like the energy that I give people, I want it to be matched. I don't ask for a lot from my friends. I just ask for simple communication, and just being there when the time is appropriate for us to hang out with each other. That's it. And if it's too much to do that, go on about your life, and I'm gonna go on about mine.
Because they're not invested.
Exactly.
I'm with you. Yeah, I agree.
So
That's why I'm cutting off Chris. That's my New Year's resolution. No, I'm fucking around.
All right.
I didn't
You
expect this.
You said it. It's out there.
Hey.
It's in the universe.
That's okay. He had it coming.
that's what you hear when I hit it from the back.
Wait, do you know? Do you know that you're the Chris?
He
host?
said Chris.
Yeah, I said.
Your name's Chris.
It's like CHR.
Are you talking about yourself in the third person now?
Look, Chris is somebody else. I'm Christian, so.
Oh, all of a sudden. Now you're Christian.
Right.
All of a
Damn
sudden.
it.
We haven't used your full
Figured it
name
out.
once.
Big boy
since
right
we've known
here.
you.
Big boy.
Hey,
Actually, we've never used your real name.
I've introduced myself.
I've said Christian before.
I
You said
introduced
Christian?
myself to
I've never
you
said
guys as Christian. I never said Chris. You guys.
That's
sure
true.
did.
Cause who the fuck want to see and be like, "Hey, yo, Christian"? That's a lot to
I
say.
think that
I used
I
to
was
say-
introduced to you as Chris. I don't think you ever told me your name. I think
I told you his name was
I think
Chris.
you told me Chris.
I always said Christian.
And then plus
Ellen out of nowhere shortened it to Chris, so it just stuck.
So Chris has never really been a nickname of yours?
No, it has when I was a kid.
Oh,
But
okay.
Who?
like-
You said bitch.
no, I said when I was a hit.
Dude,
when I was a kid. I said when I was a kid. No,
No, I was talking about
but
the other
Ellen-
person's name you brought up.
Oh, you.
No, bitch.
No.
Oh.
Well,
I just got it.
It be like that sometimes.
No.
I really do. No, but yeah, she pretty much shortened it to Chris. I was like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna just let.
I don't know if it was just on her. I definitely shortened it to Chris too.
He did too.
I started calling you Christian when we first met because I was your shift and it felt more formal, and then I just ended up shortening it to Chris.
Your name tag always said Chris, so
Yeah.
I figured that's what you always went by.
There were times when I would put Christian.
I just didn't give a fuck.
I would write it in cursive. or
Your
like,
name
I would-
is your
I would just
name.
fuck
Story
around.
of my life.
All right, if you accept it, that's your name.
True.
I mean, that's why I'm George, but technically I'm not George.
True.
You're Tata
George
Duende.
Albert.
Exactly.
That's not ever. That's
He-
never been a
he-
nickname.
You
He
agreed to
accepted
when you
it.
signed the
I've
contract.
never agreed to any
He
of
signed. You remember when he signed
Yo,
the
Mr.
contract?
Black over
Yeah.
here.
We signed the contract before that was even a thing. Before
No,
that
it's
even-
in there. Go check.
Oh, where?
Yeah.
Where? At the bottom?
Yeah,
I'll
it's
show
laminated.
you after the podcast.
I actually have a copy hanging
That
up
just,
on my
just give me a
wall.
minute. I'll go get the papers right now. Chris, where'd I put the Sharpie?
Let's just not talk about contracts. My brain is mush.
No, all right.
Damn, that
so, but
wind
what
is
are
abusive.
your New Year's resolutions, Chris?
Let's see.
Brain not being mush.
Run more. Read more.
Do more.
Yeah, actually.
Oh yeah, I got one.
Oh,
Run more, read more, and do more.
Nike.
Wait, who?
Huh?
Who?
No, do more things with my life.
Oh.
I mean, you can do more people with your life too.
I true. But I mean, I feel like that part of it is just taking up way too much time, and like you said, I mean, the way I'm seeing it is like you only live once. You have one life to live. Go out and enjoy it. I'm up north starting the next year.
Actually, we only die once. We live every day.
Whatever.
Woo! You gotta admit, that's a good one. You gotta admit.
I guess so.
But I saw that in a Charlie Brown cutout.
Yeah, I'm thinking about just like exploring more, doing more shit. So traveling is another thing. You know?
Traveling?
I might start venturing off into the other side.
Other side of what?
What
Like
other
into
side?
Europe. I want to see what that is.
The
There's a lot
other
of other
side.
sides.
Yeah.
I want to see what
I
that
You
is.
can go to Canada. You can go to Brazil.
Mexico.
I want.
Mars.
He's been to Mexico plenty of times.
You can go to
Yeah,
that
but
is
you
true.
could still go there.
Go to
It's the other
Mars.
side of something.
I'm not down.
Narnia.
Right now.
That's fair,
No,
that's fair.
right now Mexico, no. But Canada, I'd be down.
Earth 276.
I mean, I'm supposed to go
The
to.
multiverse?
Yeah, telling me the other side. So I'm just listing all the other sides that there are.
Well, we're in Earth 616.
The upside down.
The upside down one? Oh!
Mhm.
I like
It's
that.
literally the other side.
Oh, right.
True.
Got it.
True.
Got it. Dormammu.
I think I just want to get more into running. I just want to get more into running.
More cardio?
I felt like I gained a few pounds while I was out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your titties stuck out now.
Huh?
Your titties are sticking out now. I need a bra.
Yeah, they're like fucking man boobs. Like moobs.
You want to travel. What's one of the first places you want to travel to?
I want to actually try Amsterdam.
Amsterdam? I told you it's a
What's
fun
in
place.
Amsterdam?
Watch you guys go together.
Dude, what's wrong with that?
What's
He's
wrong?
my
No,
friend.
I was a
we
suggestion.
do?
I wasn't trying to
We
hate.
could do a podcast from Amsterdam.
True.
All right.
True.
All we gotta do is just record it and then release it when we get back.
No
All right,
worries.
all
The
right.
gays
Yeah.
support you.
Yeah, you just know.
Gays. Why are the gays?
Amsterdam is cool, dude. It's not all about gay.
No,
Do-
I was just
do-
saying if
do
y'all
you
go
know
together,
Amsterdam?
I was just saying. Nah, I just asked that question. Like, what's in Amsterdam?
Oh.
Well, there's the
sorry,
red
I
light
didn't hear you.
district. There's the blue light district. There's
Oh, Bloods and Crips.
the coffee shops.
Okay.
Coffee shops.
Half my
Then
family.
there's that big ass sign. Oh yeah, half of Roberts is there.
Oh, damn.
It's actually it's a really cool spot.
I actually
Okay.
really do have family there. Like
No, I
quite,
believe
quite
it.
a lot of family.
Plus,
Well, there we go. We can stay with Robert's family.
yeah.
They don't know me.
What?
I've met them once
You've
in
been separated
Australia.
from them?
Yeah,
It'd be like that.
unfortunately, through
Aw.
multiple moves over the generations. But I have a lot of like Geus is a Dutch name, so
Yeah.
you
Okay.
know.
I underband.
Plus, Amsterdam is like in a good position where you can actually travel all around
Mhm.
through Europe, like
Okay.
just on a train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Paul.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I want to try driving over there. You know.
No, you
your
don't.
best option would try to get a bike,
Okay.
because the bikes
The bikes rule in Amsterdam,
the
right?
fucking yeah.
Yeah.
If
That's-
you're on a bike, get everybody else get out of the way. Your
That-
car, person, doesn't matter. Get
That's
out
what
of
I've
the fucking
heard.
way. Mhm.
Yeah, some chick that I used to work with that's from the Ukraine told me that everybody there was on a bike.
All right.
Yeah.
Everybody. So
I understand
bikes
what you
everywhere.
just said now.
yeah.
I thought you meant like you want to drive from here to there. I'm like,
No.
I mean,
I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Possibly do that.
If you had a water car, maybe.
All right, go
like one of those James
Go
Bond.
for it,
Or you-
right? Go
exactly.
for it,
Or a
James
boat.
Bond.
That too.
You could put your car on the boat and travel
Yeah.
across here.
Boom. Good night, PlayStation. It turned off.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah,
it's like,
what? Trying to travel more, do all that shit.
I wanna do
Check it
that
out,
too.
Have some fun.
I want to go to Belize for my birthday.
that'd be dope.
Careful
Dude.
though.
I know. It's a
Yeah.
lot of bad shit happening up in Belize.
Oh fuck yeah. Oh fuck yeah. Everything is
probably just
coming.
give it a minute, you know.
Bro, everything is coming up from the south.
That's how it usually happens.
Yeah.
In more ways than one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, they. Damn.
Wait,
They lynching people.
What?
no, never mind.
The Hispanic South, damn it.
Damn, they lynching people there too.
Yeah,
No,
sure.
I was thinking. Never mind.
Oh, they having
Doesn't
picnics.
Did we talk about your New Year's resolution yet or no?
Well, we talked about my New Year's resolution about Chris, but beyond that,
True.
Well, besides that.
yeah.
Because I know you weren't completely serious.
No, I think I was completely fucking serious.
It's okay.
You have
Yeah.
no clue.
I'll be back in May.
No, but I hope not. No,
Awkward silence.
my resolution is I think to just try to keep doing well in school, and two to just try and be better at everything. So with this podcast, I want to make it better. I want it to be better. I want to be a better host on the podcast. I want to be a better a boyfriend, better brother, better just anything that I can do to be a better person, I guess. But not just person, because some of that, you know, is like I'm not a better person because I have a better podcast. That I'm on, you know.
You want to do better to be all better. Around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just to try and become better at things.
Yeah.
And then my third one is to dye parts of my hair blonde before the year is over.
I was gonna say you did say you were gonna do it.
Blonde tips. We're doing it.
So you're doing it too?
I was thinking about it.
Okay.
So it's gonna happen. It will happen before the end of the year.
Okay.
All right.
And if it doesn't happen before the end of the year, when we come here next New Year's, I expect you to give me a ton of shit about it.
All right.
Sounds
fair.
If it doesn't look good. Wait.
No.
Sorry.
If I don't, yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
You want to be gay and do it together?
Good, I'm sure, but
you don't know that.
We'll find out.
We'll tell you.
I'm glad you heard that.
I think Chris,
I'm glad.
I'm letting my hair grow out. They're doing freaking tips.
Okay.
Tips.
I won't let my beard grow out for a whole year, at all.
But that's something we've already seen.
Okay, but I grow it out. You've never seen me completely shaved. For
I
the
think
whole
he
damn
should.
year.
I think he should shave his eyebrows.
No.
Yeah, that stands out.
These caterpillars ain't going anywhere.
That stands out. Damn, just imagine being off face.
So you're gonna let your beard grow?
Let it grow
for a full year?
No, just not shave it at all. That's
kind of what
I'm gonna keep it baby. I'm gonna keep it baby faced.
Oh, okay.
That's what I tried to say.
So you're not gonna shave for a full year. I mean, you are going to shave for a full year. Sorry.
You guys are idiots.
I am broken. What?
That shit is hard.
The problem is not with you. Trust me.
All right. I said it the third time. I was like, wait. No, it's not what you're saying.
Right? So I'm going to shave it for the full year. Okay. Once I see it growing a little bit, I'm just going to take it off. Mm-hmm. You know, not let it grow at all.
I can always see it on your face. Like even when you've just shaved, you have hair on your face.
I did just
kind of like now.
I did just say.
I'm kind of jealous, to be honest.
Yesterday.
You did tell us that, yeah.
Yeah.
I shaved. This is 2 weeks ago. Still nothing.
Wait, who are we talking about?
I might keep my
hair
like,
this is 2 weeks ago
on top. I'm just gonna cut the sides. So I might go to my brother's place after this and get a haircut.
Nice.
It's all right.
Yeah.
All right.
It is what it is.
Minoxidil.
I can get Tarzan hair. I can get that. So,
I can see
you
that.
take your wins where you can get them sometimes.
I can see that. Yeah.
I'm like a baby version of Chris. I got hair everywhere.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, somebody else won recently.
Oh, did somebody else win?
Yeah.
Oh, who won?
Well, I
like how you win and you took my.
Well, I was waiting for you because you set up that transition and then you didn't because you said you win. You know, you said something about winning. I forget, and I thought you were gonna transition it and then you didn't, and I was like,
that. Thinking of it now, that probably would have worked, but I just didn't think of it in the moment.
Yeah.
So, all right. Thank you.
No, go ahead.
It was an alley-oop. You got me the assist. I like it.
I thought you were gonna do it. I
didn't even think of that. But yes, speaking of winning. I think we had somebody who just won the Time Music Award. Is it Musician Award?
Yeah.
I don't know the actual title.
The year.
Of the year.
Yeah, so Musician of the Year.
That was Lizzo, correct?
Yeah.
I don't know too much of her music, I'm not going to lie.
I
know a few songs.
She got one.
Yeah, well, but she became she's been grinding for years and she just finally popped this year.
That's crazy.
Popped?
Popped onto the scene.
Popped in the scene? I heard something else popped out into the scene.
It must have been
really?
Chris.
Chris?
Yeah.
No, why would it be Chris? We're talking about Lizzo.
Exactly.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Why are we talking about Chris? We're not talking about Chris right now. It's about Lizzo.
But you said
Chris
something
had
about
his
pop
time.
up.
I didn't have my
He
time.
had his time.
I'm sorry.
Now we're on Lizzo.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be.
But he probably would have been happy to see it if he was there.
What are we talking about?
About
Lizzo?
Ass.
Oh, you guys didn't hear about it?
No, what happened?
No? You want to film in time?
So.
Story
ass.
time. Whoa.
All right. So apparently Lizzo recently went to a basketball game. I forgot which basketball game she went to, but she was wearing, what is it, the Pro 5 all black t-shirt, extra long, bruh. But this is the thing, she had it customly cut out to where her ass would be out, right? and she just sitting there, standing up and sitting down, standing up again, jumping around, whatnot, at the fucking basketball game. You know, she was even interviewed during the game as well, talking about like, oh, are you enjoying the game? And she made some comments like, oh yeah, I'm trying to get that basketball player right there, like type shit. You know,
she was on the hunt.
She was hunting. All right. So, long story short, you know, social media is not happy about that. You know, you got it's a torn community right now. You got those that are happy about it, those that are upset. You know, and I understand both views. You got the people that are upset because it's like, bruh, how you sitting here with all like just your ass not even all that great, and you just got it out at a public event.
Yeah, I don't think people are saying your ass ain't even all that great.
Hey, bro, you don't know what I be reading. Okay, Twitter be going ham. People be retweeting some weird shit. Some weird shit, bro.
All right. I don't know.
They be
I don't
tweaking
follow Twitter too much. I just have the Twitter account. So I don't know. He might be right about it. I don't know.
You've been served.
Yeah. All right.
I just post when I'm supposed to post, and that's about it. Sometimes Ty writes on there.
I don't do shit.
You don't write on there?
No.
You retweet.
Writes?
Does that not count?
I mean, I retweet, but I don't write.
That doesn't count.
No.
Okay.
Because I don't know
too much about Twitter, like I said.
Oh,
either way, there's been noise about it.
Yeah.
Been going back and forth. Some people are behind her, saying, you know, hey.
Which game was which basketball?
Let's look it up. Does it matter?
I don't think it really matters at the point.
All right.
Could be the Lakers Clippers. Fuck it. Who cares? I don't know.
I care.
Why?
LeBron.
What the fuck does that have to do with this topic?
Just ignore him.
Basketball.
You know how hard
this is why I said I was gonna cut him off.
Fair enough.
Fair.
So who are we gonna get? Oh, no, let's not get off topic. That's a whole other thing. So what do you guys think? Lizzo's in the good for it. Lizzo's not. What do you think?
I mean, I understand why people are supporting her, the whole women empowerment, thing that we're going through. And I'm not saying people shouldn't be able to display, and be proud of their body. I doubt anybody is really saying that.
Yeah.
Lakers versus Timberwolves.
I had a feeling it was the Lakers, but okay, continue.
But I do think, that's not the place for it.
Yeah.
I don't. Like, especially if you're bringing kids to that kind of game and things like that, and you just have somebody sitting in the front row with their ass hanging out, that's weird. I mean, and if she wasn't a celebrity, she would have been kicked out for that. And so, I don't know. I think it's bullshit a little bit.
Okay. All right. What about you, Chris?
Let's start getting into it. I mean, I get the whole kid shit being there, whatever.
Ass is ass for Chris.
Ass is ass, but not.
He's like,
I'll say that for the last part.
A hole is a hole. Ass is an ass.
I'm gonna defend her and be like, what if Kim Kardashian or one of the Kardashian bitches would have done it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say the same shit.
Would people still flip the fuck out? Because I know they have a completely different reaction when it's one of them. They're like, you ever seen Mean Girls when they slit the fucking shirt and her bra is like hanging out, and everybody's like, oh my god, new fashion trend?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if one of the Kardashians would have done it, I'm pretty sure that somebody would have been like, okay, it's a new fashion trend. She's very fashion forward, whatever. Let's flow with it. Her ass is out. Cool.
Yeah.
But Lizzo does it. Somebody who's particularly on the heavier side, is of a different race and color than them.
Yeah.
People are obviously going to go on and scrutinize her and just be like that. I get it. Kids are there. But, I mean,
if it would have been Kim Kardashian, probably most people would have never said anything.
Yeah, plus, I mean, think of it this way. America, the way you advertise is so over-sexualized. Even the fucking Carl's Jr. shit right now, like the commercial with the
the
big Carl, it's like she's over there describing her fucking sex fantasies, and it's just a fucking burger.
Big Carl? I haven't seen these.
Yeah, they had some wild. They had some wild commercials.
That shit it's wild.
Yeah, like for the Western Burger, I remember they had like one girl in like some super booty shorts, like super tight booty shorts, and like a half shirt, just eating the burger, letting the barbecue sauce drip on her tits and whatnot.
But don't you think that's a faulty argument? Because I think you could say that is just as wrong, right? If you're airing that during the Super Bowl.
Well, that's exactly.
But he's making the argument that should make it okay, and I don't think so. Like if that's going on, if that's going on during the Super Bowl, and like when I was a kid, I used to watch the Super Bowl with my dad. I would be like 5 or 6, and then the Carl's Jr. ad comes on, and there's this woman in a bikini rubbing like barbecue sauce on her tits. Like this, I
might need to see this commercial.
Yeah, you might.
Scientific.
You might.
We have a bathroom right there, just in case.
You probably didn't. right?
You don't know me at a 5-year-old age.
Okay, most 5-year-olds that are mentally healthy.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, I can't argue with you on that part.
I know.
Damn.
But so I think there's just as much of a problem with the scenarios you're proposing as this scenario.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think America has an issue with like censorship. We over censor everything, and we try to conceal the truth from everything. Even with like the issues in like the Midwest, and like, should we provide them with like sexual education, or should we just teach abstinence as your only form of sexual education? I mean, if you really think about it, this country would be much better off if we were more open. Look at New Zealand.
But that's a false equivalency. You can't say that showing somebody in a slutty outfit and sexual education are the same shit.
I think it is. If anything, you're trying to.
You don't watch a Carl's Jr. ad.
The mic.
Oh.
So he's so heated right now.
You want to get some popcorn?
You don't watch a Carl's Jr. ad and learn how to put on a condom. All right. If that shit starts happening, I might agree with you. But until that point,
once we start seeing that in schools, then fine. No, I mean, it's. I kind of agree with Robert on this.
It's a double-edged sword.
Look at you.
There is a time and place.
Yeah, I know. He picked.
So, for instance, like when I go to.
Sorry, guys, that's my mom. I clicked on her.
Oh, I was like.
I clicked on her.
Wow.
Damn.
So when I've been to my concerts, when I've been to my festivals, I see a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a festival. There's not a lot of kids there. There's actually no kids there. So it's like that's the time and place for it. At a basketball game, I don't know if it's okay. I mean, if I were to have been there, my kids saw it, like I wouldn't have freaked out I wouldn't like make a scene out of it.
That's just their
But I would do my job of explaining, like, look, just because that person did it doesn't give you the right to do it. There's a time and place. That person obviously think this is the place, but it's not. And it's just going back and forth. But I see Robert's point. There's a time and place for it, and that just wasn't the place.
I will say, just because I know people are going to hear this and they're going to say this same thing, a lot of people have been saying, from what I've heard, that, we allow cheerleaders to go out there, right?
Yeah.
Who are scantily clad, and maybe not necessarily for a basketball game, but right for like a football game or whatever.
Basketball games too. I see all that shit.
I feel like it depends which it doesn't matter, right? Regardless, we let that happen and we still bring kids to that. Why is that okay? I'm not sure I have a good response. I do have a response, but I'm not sure it's good enough.
Yeah.
So I think that's a valid point. What do you guys think? Would that be something that you'd use to defend your stance, Chris? Or
I think if I were to have a kid, at least I'm going completely off of what you said, like just veering completely off.
Yeah, that sounds like you.
Yeah,
that's what we do here.
I mean, if I were to have a kid,
Ditto.
I would prefer this kid to know everything up front. Like I would give him books so he could obviously familiarize himself with these situations and wouldn't be weirded out or creeped out or like just weird about things when he's older. Because I feel like that's where things get a little bit, I guess, harder to assimilate and accept when you're older. So let's see. You don't expose this kid to anything at all. You try to shelter his ass. When he gets older, he's socially awkward with women, with anyone in general.
Yeah. So you're saying that's what you should do?
I mean, in my perfect world, I would start teaching a kid from like the point when he's 5 and can actually probably understand a little bit more of what's going on. Like, have a talk with him of what's going on. Be like, well, like you said, they dress like that. I'm not going to tell you how you're supposed to dress, but if that's what you choose, I respect it. I just ask that you be safe and do things what you would consider to be right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I agree with that 100%. That's what I would do for my kids. But the difference is that's a personal liberty, right? You're making that active decision, whereas in this scenario, somebody else is making that decision for you.
Yeah. By
putting that right in front of you or your child,
Then let's get into the legal context of it.
Oh shit!
I mean, that
y'all ready for this?
That has no bearing on the
It does.
Morals are completely divorced from law, but I would like to see.
They're
yes,
not completely divorced.
Yes,
but,
they are.
Like, I mean, if anything, this can all just be interpreted into one of those. Oh, this is freedom of speech thing. It's my, female empowerment. Sure, that's great, and I think it's great. I mean, if she wants to do what she wants, like put her body out there and make it like that, great. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of these free the nipple things that are going on where people are not wearing any bras, which is great. Fine, we have no right to say what they can and can't do.
Yeah.
So I would rather we have or bring a kid into a world that is more accepting of shit like that.
Yeah.
Than one that's just extremely closed and have them, with this mentality that, oh shit, I have to conceal everything and be more closed off. No.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. A lot of people will say, no, you won't. But if I have a daughter, like, I would definitely be okay, with her being
a stripper.
Yeah. Yeah. She's making her money.
You boo.
He did say in a previous episode he would find his donor children and
take them to a strip club.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He did say that.
I have a funny story.
About what?
It's really short. My granny used to be a stripper and she would wear wigs, and one day her dad
That makes a lot of sense, actually. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
She said her dad walked in one day and the dad didn't realize that it was her the whole time because of the wig. So when she noticed it was him, she ran out and just hurried her way back home before her dad got home.
Fuck.
It's wild.
That's fucking wild.
Granny got some stories.
That is crazy. I know, but I agree with what you're saying. And I'm for free the nipple. I don't think that anything she's doing should be illegal. But I also don't think it's right to put other people who don't have the same values as you in that situation.
Wow.
You
can't force them.
Yeah.
If that's your point, if those are your values, then that's fine. If somebody agrees, but you can't force it upon somebody else.
That is true. You can't force it, but I mean, if you can't be who you are, aren't you saying that you're going to control what they do if you can't be out there and freely express what you want to do?
Well, even today you can't, and you shouldn't be able to, because there's different contexts that require different things. Like, you don't come into my apartment with your dick hanging out.
Oh, obviously,
right?
Not into your.
Wait. Right, what do you mean I can't?
You wait.
What the fuck
you said this was my home.
You said this was my home. That's how I walk into my home every freaking day.
All right, but let's look into the context of like
pants free.
Public spaces.
Yes.
These are public venues. Right. Obviously, they're allowed to come in how they please. If this public venue has their own, I guess, rules about how things should be, then I guess you can respect them. But
we're arguing about what it should be, right? So, and that's my argument, is that it should be.
It's a private place, like somebody's private home. Obviously, you're gonna tolerate what they want, and you're gonna do, I guess, what they ask of you in your private setting. But public spaces, I think people should just be okay with whatever is out there. I mean, like San Francisco in general. I mean,
whoa. Ease me into this first.
On the street and people won't do anything to you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, I mean, you're from up there. So.
Yeah, but I would say the street is different than, an indoor place that you're going to a game with a ticket that you paid for that is owned by a private company.
But it's still a public setting, right?
But I feel
not
like
in
it's
the
a
same
level
way that
to
the street is. Not like you're not gonna find a homeless person on the bleacher. Like,
I'm pretty broke.
Now let's look at it this way: it's a public setting that the terms on the ticket only specify that you follow their regulations, that they do not specifically regulate the way you dress.
Well, we don't know what the regulations are. I'm sure there are different regulations for different places, but I see your point. Yeah. Legally, there's nothing that they can do, and I agree that they shouldn't be able to do anything. I don't think that would be right.
Yeah. Did she get in any kind of legal trouble afterwards?
I think only Twitter trouble.
Just heat from the Twitterverse?
Pretty much. Twitter. Like, even Google said that she wasn't even banned from the Staples Center.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't think they would. If she still got up to do an interview in the middle of the game, still wearing what she was wearing, like...
Yeah, it's too late.
I feel like it's...
It's too late.
Yeah, I wouldn't ban her either, but I also wouldn't be happy with her if I had attended that game with
I'm sure she did get talked to, but like, hey, we love that you're here. Like, this was awesome, but honestly, for next time, can you just wear a regular shirt just to not cause too much attention? Like, people are here to watch the game. You know?
It could be a freaking industry stunt.
That too.
Yeah,
that too.
People do this shit to blow up even more and be like, get you out there talking about. I mean, look at all the shit that Lady Gaga did, and look at how she is now.
I think something that I've heard a lot of people say in situations like this, you know, when you said people came here to watch the game, a lot of people will say, oh, well, then watch the game. You don't have to look at her, you know, control your eye line.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you have an ass right in front of you.
Exactly. Right? Exactly.
Bro, but when you
let me get this clear. This is not a sexist thing.
Yeah.
If you're a woman or a man and you have an ass right in front of you, you are going to look at it. And it doesn't even have to be in a sexual sense. Yeah. It's just there. Yeah. You know?
Like that concept of like when you're walking on like a high, like let's say a bridge. Don't look down. The first thing you want to do is look down.
Yeah.
Like I said,
the way I see it is like be you, do you. Oh, I touch your mic. Do it.
Take that bitch.
Do what you gotta do. Whatever makes you happy.
Ass is ass.
So long as it's legal and in the proper, I guess, legal context.
Yeah, you almost slipped up there.
Yeah, I know. In the proper legal context.
Oh damn, you slipping? You moist?
Sometimes.
Slipping on scene.
Stop. I love it when Chris hears something and he's like, yeah, something. He'll stop mid-sentence to acknowledge it.
Yeah, any sex joke, he's like, wait, that's my cue.
See, but I mean, if it was really distracting, then you're not paying attention to the game. If you paid to watch the game, you got AD and you got LBJ on the floor.
Yeah.
Get it. Watch them. They're putting up a show. Which I have to say is watching from San Francisco is fucking amazing.
Well, look, if they had their asses out, maybe it would be a little bit easier to watch them when you have another ass right in front of you.
Shit, picture everybody naked. Fuck it. Do it.
Do not picture me naked.
But you want to walk out here with your dick out.
No, that's fair.
Good point. He's like, no, but
in fairness, I was looking at Chris. I just said you don't look picture me naked. But you put up a good point. I just said I would walk in, but naked.
George is very self-conscious about his stomach. He just doesn't want you to picture all of him naked. You can do, this general vicinity, kind of the forearms, the neck and above.
I don't worry about the feet.
Don't. You don't have to. You don't have to.
And feet. But yeah,
fucking weird.
That's where I stand. Lizzo, I got you. I mean, she got good music, man.
I do like her music.
I don't take anything away from her, and I don't think of her in a negative way in any way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm. It's just noise that came out, and I just wanted to see what you guys think. And I mean, I highly doubt this is really gonna last that much longer, as far as like all the heat or whatever. Yeah, it's gonna blow over by next week, guaranteed.
Clap that noise like you clap that ass.
Exactly. It's a double-edged sword. You whacking moles over there, bro?
He did it. I was just doing what he did.
Clap that ass.
Oh my god.
The shit we come up with. I'm surprised we made it this far.
Dude, seriously.
Lizzo, we love you, girl. We love you.
Who knows? Maybe next year we'll come out with something better.
Probably.
We'll see what happens.
Probably.
Did you hear about the new movies coming out next year?
I've heard about some of them.
One of the ones I'm really excited for is Sonic.
Hell yeah.
I'm really excited because Jim Carrey's in it.
I think it's really cool that the animators redid everything.
Mm-hmm.
When everybody was upset and they a lot of studios would just be like, nah, I'm putting that shit out. But they didn't.
Let us just take a moment to applaud them really fast because
you clapping ass?
No, that's a lot of work. Animating is a lot of work.
All right. For real.
Good job, guys.
Because if you think about it, there was no real reason for them to change the design.
Besides just us complaining.
I mean, if they would have...
No. I'm saying change in the first place. To change from what he looked like in the game to begin with to what they came out with in the trailer. Like, there was no reason to change that. Like, why they went that route the first time around, I don't know. But I'm excited. Yeah, you're right. I'm excited that they actually decided to go back and change it and make it, the character that we're used to seeing. Because it looks just as cool. It looks awesome. And, again...
Yeah.
Sonic's so much better.
For that, they deserve a whole lot more credit. you know, like everybody, you don't have a choice. You got to go see Sonic. Like if a film team
still have a choice.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who don't
fuck
give
your
a damn
choice.
about this movie.
All right.
But we want to see
No,
it. We're
fuck
happy.
their choice. You got to see it.
Like, okay, do you
Okay.
want to watch the new Ghostbusters movie?
Never heard of it.
You never heard of Ghostbusters?
Like the series or the new one?
The latest one.
What are
Oh.
you gonna call?
This is Ghostbusters Afterlife
Mama.
starring Paul Rudd.
Actually,
and I
nah,
think
I'll take that
all
back.
the
She
people that are
useless.
alive from the original are coming back.
Like Bill Murray?
Yeah.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, I know. That's the part I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Because it takes place off of their storyline, doesn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not the girls anymore?
No,
That
unfortunately,
one-
the
that
girls
one bombed,
Yeah,
yeah.
that one bombed, unfortunately.
Which I was not shocked.
Yeah.
I wasn't either. I do like the cast that they brought for it.
I liked some of them. I
Thor wasn't
didn't.
enough.
Who?
I liked most of them. I wasn't in love with the cast, but it was fine.
Chris
I'm
Hemsworth
just
wasn't
a
enough to
big-
put it up there.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah, he was in there. He
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, he was a nerdy guy.
I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to watch it online for free, and
High five.
And it stopped loading like halfway through, and I was like, all right, well, fuck it. It is what it
Yeah.
is. And I never went back to go watch it. And that's what I'm saying. I'm sad that it bombed because I'm a big fan of Melissa McCarthy, but I can see why it bombed. I get it. I get
It
it.
wasn't.
But I'm excited that Paul Rudd's for this new one.
Yeah.
I'm a big Paul Rudd fan.
Yeah, me
and I
too.
love Ghostbusters. And then the kid from Stranger Things is in it.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that. Yeah, I like him.
I'm excited. He's cool.
Yeah.
And then the girl is from. Where is she from? The little girl.
I don't know.
I think he's playing his sister. She's from Gifted, with Chris Evans.
I don't think I've seen that.
No,
I
that's
haven't seen it
a
yet.
good one. It's a heartwarming film. It's nice.
I like
check it.
heartwarming stuff.
It's nice. You know?
Okay. I want
But
my
there's
heart
some
to be
good ones.
warm.
There's some good ones coming out. Wonder
Aw.
Woman, Black Widow,
Do exercise.
Oh.
yes.
Mm?
Do
Jurassic
exercise.
Park. Jurassic Park with the original cast coming back.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
I'm
you,
excited.
though.
Even the kids are coming. Obviously the
The kids?
The kids are coming back.
I don't even know
They're
what you're
gonna,
talking
they're
about.
all reprising their old roles for the film, and they're
What
coming
film?
back for Jurassic Park.
Oh!
I'm excited.
All
for
the
Zombie
original
Man,
cast from the first movie are
That's
coming
dope.
back, and they're
Oh,
reprising
yeah.
their own.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Well, Jeff Goldblum came back for the last one.
Yeah, I
And he
remember
was
that,
like-
yeah.
he was
Mhm.
speaking at the court. So but he's coming back. His other two co-stars are coming back, and then the two kids
Mhm.
agreed to come back as well. The only one, of course,
Oh.
that can is the old man.
Yeah.
I forget his name.
Because he died?
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
My condolences. Like for real or in the movie?
No, the actor passed away.
I wouldn't
My
even be
condolences.
shocked if they used like archival footage and stuff like that to put him in the movie because they've been doing that more and more nowadays.
Probably. But no, but I think within the series itself, I don't think he's alive in the series.
Yeah, but they might like you know
like a
how-
flashback or
a
something?
flashback or like a little thing on like a TV screen, like he recorded like an intro or
Oh, I
something.
see what
You
probably.
know, like just to kind of slip him in there so that everybody gets back.
Yeah.
Damn, people
Probably.
just slipping out here.
I would not doubt that.
But if they do that, I hope it's a good film though, because I hate it when they like try and bring actors back from the dead like that,
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
ends up being like bad.
Mm-hmm.
I just wonder how it's going to continue. Like, are they continuing where they left off with
They're continuing where they left off on this last Jurassic Park. that
Yeah.
came out with Chris Pratt.
Yeah, there
Chris
we
Pratt.
go.
He got the right Chris.
A lot of different Chris. Because now it's actually Jurassic World where the dinosaurs actually got out and they're out in public, out in the real world civilization, and so now it's us coexisting with these dinosaurs.
Aw.
And the whole thing was like, well, obviously we're gonna lose.
All
These are
right.
dinosaurs. These are living creatures that
Yeah.
look at them.
R.I.P. to the long necks.
Hey, do you think they have fur? Since we're on this.
Dinosaurs?
Yeah.
No.
Because no. Why?
I mean, I don't-
There's some fossil evidence of some dinosaurs
I
having
think, yeah, I was
fur.
gonna say there's a lot of different species. I'm sure some of them did. I don't know if all.
I mean, but dinosaurs doesn't just. It depends on the aspect of how you're asking the question, you know, because dinosaurs is referring to the reptilian species,
Which are birds, right?
for the most part.
And
There's a lot of-
who's
for
to say
most-
that
Yeah,
the
they come
Tyrannosaurus Rex
from.
didn't have feathers.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. That's different from actually having fur.
The ones in the water could have had fur.
It's a possibility. I mean, again, like there's so many different species. I'm sure there's species that we still don't know about that we haven't discovered.
I think
Because the
generally,
fucking ocean is huge,
the
bro.
question that you're talking about is not about fur, and I think this gets to his point. It's about feathers.
Yeah. Feathers and actually knowing what an actual dinosaur looked like. Because we have bones to base everything off of, but do we actually know?
We're kind of just estimating it off of lizards.
Yeah.
A little bit. So that's why they have scales and shit. But
But it's a strong possibility. I wouldn't doubt fur. We all know that there are feathers, but I mean, I can't tell you because I can't go back in time. True. I wish I could.
I mean,
and I could be like, yo, bro.
If you asking me if some other animal have fur,
hey man. I was just asking one question. You could have said no, bitch.
Yeah. We lived in a world where snakes still had legs.
Can you not?
That is called lizards, bitch.
No.
It's a Komodo dragon.
No. Like these actual fucking snakes, not lizards, bitch.
Fucking lizard. We still have those.
No, we don't. Because they still have hip joints.
What?
Yeah.
Snakes still have hip joints because they evolved from a type of lizard.
Yes.
But imagine if they still had legs. You fucking see a big ass anaconda running around.
Still be a lizard.
That's a Komodo dragon.
Anacondas are bigger than Komodo dragons. That's not Komodo dragons.
Well, they're not.
Just
Komodo dragons are wider, but they're not as long.
Anacondas are huge.
Are we still talking about dinosaurs here and lizards and snakes?
Okay, all right. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, clearly we strayed away from movies.
I like what the topic is, though. I love dinosaurs.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
I'm just saying. You're right.
Or like whales would still have legs.
Whales had legs?
Where is
They
this?
have hip joints.
Well, they evolved from something that had legs. We don't know if they themselves
the
had
particular
legs.
species right now still have the joints. Like,
Yes.
Well, that's because they're mammals that somehow evolved into being sea creatures, but they're mammals, so of course they're gonna have hip joints.
Look at us engaging Ty.
Right?
I mean, I'm
like, this is my topic.
Yeah, I took a zoology class.
Giving
I'm passionate about my animals.
They all had your movies. Now it's my turn.
Let's do it. All right. Just came back from San Diego Zoo.
Yeah, I know.
He took a full course.
Don't touch me.
Get off me.
I'll take you there.
I'm already there.
Take him where?
Take you there.
Actually, I can get it for free.
Ooh, how?
Military.
Ooh, so you're gonna take me there?
I can get it for free.
I like that.
I can get it for free. You still gotta pay full price.
I like that.
Which I don't even think is that expensive.
No, it's like what, $56. If you have a AAA card on, you probably got like a 20% discount.
AAA sponsor us.
True.
San Diego Zoo sponsor us.
Cause I need a new AAA membership for my new car.
And to
go
to San Diego
sponsor him.
They don't have a choice right now.
So lizards though.
Yeah.
Which is not
2020 movies. So.
Exactly.
Oh.
So you see.
There's I was seeing a list of all these different films that are coming out for 2020. It's a pretty long list.
Zombieland 2.
Zombieland 2.
I'm excited.
No, that's already
out. That came out like in October.
Why did they not announce it?
They did.
Where the fuck was I?
In San Francisco.
You were being tortured.
You were studying.
No, he wasn't studying. He was smacking ass.
No, I was studying.
Man's ass.
Damn.
Actually,
That was in September.
That doesn't count.
But no, there's some other movies coming out. Of course, another Mission Impossible and whatnot. And then all these other streaming lines that are coming out.
I heard
their own
007.
movies and TV shows that are coming out.
Tom Cruise gonna break something. I mean, he already did, but he gonna like permanently break something.
I don't know. He's a Scientologist. They're meant to be immortal.
Boom.
So.
True.
I was actually watching Mission Impossible. It was the last one this morning at my cousin's house.
It's a good.
Was he really at the shrine last night?
What?
Because they had a Scientology event at the shrine.
That doesn't mean that he was there, though.
Yeah.
People were saying that he was.
Oh, it's possible.
I saw.
Did you read this on Twitter?
No, it was. I worked next to the shrine.
Oh. I was about to say, because if you read this on Twitter, it's probably fake news.
Oh.
Big facts. But yeah, Mission Impossible.
Yeah, there's another one coming out.
Ooh,
There's
interesting.
another one coming out. I don't know what the plot line is or anything. I'm sure it's going to be another stunt that they're going to try and top from the last one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I just got?
What?
You think they're releasing Wonder Woman because they're releasing Black Widow next year?
No. Wonder Woman was already set to be released for
Or you
2020.
think Marvel is doing it then?
For a second, I really
fight.
had a stupid moment. I really thought Black Widow was like black, so I'm like, oh wow, black superhero movie.
Yes! We got another one. No, well, there's a possibility. I mean, I know people have been pushing for a Black Widow and a Hawkeye solo films for like a while. but now they're barely doing the Black Widow film, which is a little I told you guys earlier, it's a little bit of a bummer because we already know how that storyline is.
Yeah.
But it's still cool to see an origin story of her. I still like her as a character.
Yeah.
And there's other characters that we're gonna see in the film, so that's gonna be cool.
Is Green Lantern still coming out next year?
There's two different things. So there's gonna be a Green Lantern TV series coming out on HBO Max, and there's a Green Lantern Corps coming out in film. They haven't had a release date yet for that one.
All right.
But they just confirmed the Flash release date, Aquaman and Shazam, and even Black Adam. Which Black Adam is also going to introduce other characters.
Yeah, I saw that.
Cyborg film.
So
that one I still don't know.
I don't know why you guys are so focused on DC.
Well, because
it's just
here we go.
Clearly the weaker version of the cinematic universes.
Is it really?
Yes, it is really.
Is it really weaker, or is it just haven't been watered down by Disney?
What?
Disney obviously can throw out hits and be fine because they know how to hit the bare minimum so that everybody can enjoy it.
It's
parents.
It's not just that. The writing is consistently better.
Not for all the films.
Okay, what?
Not for all the films. Ant-Man and Wasp wasn't really that great. As far as
it wasn't that great, but it wasn't bad.
I enjoyed
what bad
I did
film?
enjoy it.
What bad film has come out
Thor,
from
Dark
the Marvel
World?
Cinematic Universe? You thought that was bad,
I
just mediocre?
I thought it was bad.
That one's kind of a bust.
That one's a bust.
Okay, so that's
I
one.
agree.
That's one.
I watched the whole movie through and don't remember shit.
That's one out of what 30 movies.
That movie was hard to grasp.
It's how many movies are there in the cinematic universe?
For Marvel,
23.
20.
Oh, out of 23.
Still a good number.
So one out of 23 movies.
Well, so do you even want me to touch the big one that everyone waited for 10 years? As far as writing wise? Because that one's writing wise was really, really bad.
How was it bad?
Because
explain to me writing wise.
in the simple concept of what the series is about, of what the movie's about.
Okay, what's the movie about? Educate me, George.
Okay, so
we are talking about Endgame, right?
Endgame.
Okay.
So writing wise,
if
it's
you're going
flawed.
Infinity War.
Yeah, no, but we're going Endgame. Bottom line, right off the bat, the stones. First flaw, you cannot use them outside their own timeline. First flaw. So them going back in time, getting the stones, and going back to their own timeline to beat Thanos automatically does not work.
Isn't that within their own timeline? Because it's the same period in time. It's the same timeline, but a different time.
No.
Then it stems off after they take the stones.
That in itself is hella fucking complicated because even right now you can tell they did two different types of travels. One, they did a time travel, and then they did a universal travel as well.
Yeah.
So it's like that in itself is really fucking complicated to explain in the movie, and they did that bad. So I understand that part.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, but there's no real way to do that well. If we're being fair,
there's a way to talk about it and build up to it and explain it a little bit more instead of it just coming out in one movie and saying.
Actually, they could have explained it a little bit more in Ant-Man and the Wasp when they were talking to the original.
Another
Wasp.
one that didn't have a good writing to it. So
that one was not bad writing. There was consistent good writing. I'm not saying I liked the film, but the writing was not bad.
I mean, it was still rather confusing as to how the quantum realm worked with time travel, but they legit talked about the little cells within the quantum realm that you would touch. They work like time vortexes.
Yeah.
So that is similar, just a little bit off to the time travel that we're used to and like staying in timelines.
Yeah.
See, but I can understand that context because it's like it's separate from bringing time involved. Like you're talking about different realms.
They brought it into in Endgame, like that little snippet so it was Infinity War, then it was Ant-Man and the Wasp that talks about the time vortexes and time travel, which gives you a hint into Endgame that's going to be about time travel, especially when the Wasp still looks the same and aged precisely at the exact same time. Is probably even a little younger than Hank Pym. So who knows? I mean, those little particles probably provide for power that can expand even more into Endgame that allow the stones to actually work in different timelines. But it, like Robert said, it is the same timeline, sort of.
But that's what,
even
like,
though
now
they're different years within that timeline.
Yeah.
So
it's not a different period or different realm, different universe.
Well, let's take on something else, because I feel like we can go back and forth about whether or not that did or did not make sense, and you can say this and I'll say that, and there's no way to prove or disprove it really.
Yeah.
But what I would like to touch on the topic of watering it down.
Okay.
Because you mentioned that, and I think watering it down.
That's a simple conversation.
While yes, Disney does definitely make their films more PG-13 friendly. To me it doesn't matter, because their films are still consistently better.
Yeah. Right?
So what about making it more gritty or more slightly adult makes a film better? You know, or makes those DC films better? Because I feel like that is not necessarily a good argument.
Well,
go for it. Go for it.
So what I didn't like about, as far as like the watering down, like I've mentioned to you before, Thanos in Infinity War. Really not the Thanos I was expecting. You did mention how it's like a better character arc for where he started to where the Endgame was, and I can see that. I have seen the version, again going back to the comics because I know him. I have seen the arc of where he is that Thanos I saw in Endgame.
I don't know shit.
To the end, you know. Like I said.
Damn.
I left it. So I know there's a possibility to it, but because of where Disney is and everything like that, is why the direction that they went. And I was like, okay, and I left it. It's just not the Thanos I was expecting. Even Ultron. So Ultron, for instance, Ultron knew about the world within 10 minutes and already knew that the world had to just already be obliterated.
Yeah, it's time to end y'all motherfuckers.
Maybe they kind of went, a little soft way, but he already knew everyone's got to go. He saw the internet for 10 minutes, like, all right, y'all fucked up. I'm taking you all out. We're starting over.
This time,
an Ultron I was kind of expecting. I was really hoping that Ultron was the main villain in the Endgame.
Same.
I like Ultron a little bit more than I like Thanos, but whatever. They went the way they went.
I think Ultron was defeated way too fast, especially considering that Ultron actually kills the Avengers. Yeah. Except for like fucking Iron Man, Hulk, and Thor. Thor stays, obviously.
Thor goes back to
Asgard to become king.
Iron Man survives. Hulk survives.
Yeah.
The rest do get killed off.
And they get rebuilt, but Ultron eventually hacks them.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I think, but what you're talking about with Thanos.
However you choose to say it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know which one is actually correct. I just.
It's actually Thenotis.
Thenotis.
The purple. I thought that was my name for a second. I'm like, hello?
but I think...
Keep talking shit, guys. Keep talking shit.
I'll fuck you up. No, I don't... I think, yes. I can admit that they're watered down. I don't think that Infinity War... was that they chose that path because it's Disney and they were trying to water it down. I think they chose that path because it made it that much more heartbreaking when he kills Gamora. Right?
Tears.
So, because you still see that vicious version of him in Endgame. You still get to see that. So they could have done that for Infinity War, but it wouldn't have been as layered. There wouldn't have been as much context. And so now there was Gamora betraying him in Endgame again, which makes him that much more angry, which brings out this version of Thanos that is worse, right? So I'm not sure. I don't think that's really an example of Disney watering it down.
Well, like an example of them watering it down is them deleting the scene where Thanos shows up and just rolls and throws Captain America's head.
Oh, that was a route that the directors did want to go, but obviously, for certain reasons and because of their reputation, they couldn't.
Like that would have been showing what Thanos is truly capable of, because that's what he was. Thanos was ruthless. He killed so many fucking superheroes in the actual Civil War series and the Infinity War series. And
actually, sorry, like, speaking of all that, well, now the way that Marvel wants to go is they want to bring a Dark Avengers, which is going to be the version of what we're used to seeing in the comics. Now they want to go dark, which I don't think is a good route for them, because of the reputation they've already built. What they have now, it's lighthearted. It's in your face. It can be intense. characters die. But in the Dark Avengers, it gets really intense, much like DC, which is their whole thing. They weren't like that, so that's why they've been doing consistently better in the box office, which I can't fight because obviously the evidence is there. What I like is the DC version of it's dark, it's in your face. You got more cutthroat characters. You got some lighthearted moments. You got some lighthearted characters like Shazam, but you still got your villains. You still got your characters who are not afraid to do the dirty work. So as far as that, like, it just kind of goes against what they've been trying to do for the last 10 years.
Oh, well, does it? Because we do have dark parts of the MCU. Like let's take Civil War. There's very little lighthearted in that film.
Again, it goes back to what I know. But just going off of the film alone, not taking anything else away from that, it's...
Because what was Disneyfied about that? That would be my question. What was watered down?
There's a lot of characters that actually survived. There's a lot of characters that actually
Spider-Man
didn't even come out in the film. Well, that's not even here or there because there's characters that couldn't come out because even if they wanted to, they couldn't.
Yeah.
No, but there's characters.
Spider-Man came out in that one. They just he survived.
Mm-hmm.
There's also that
Spider-Man dies in that one.
Yeah, in the original one, he dies.
There's also the scene in Black Panther where Killmonger, he gets the head of the smuggler and shows it to the people in Wakanda like, I'm worthy to be here. Like, I'm a Wakandan myself, like...
The scene where he just brings the body.
Yeah, just brings the body.
He shows the head of what's his name?
I mean, that's just one dark scene.
I'm just saying that as a film, and Black Panther, I think you can make the argument. I would agree with you. But, and I've already admitted, I do think some of them are watered down. But I also think they have films that aren't really. Like, if you took the story, let's divorce it from the comics for a second. I know that's not your argument, but if you just take the story on script, on page, for Civil War, I don't think that you really could have gone a lot darker than they did. And they show Tony Stark's dad getting killed. Yeah. Right? They have this brutal, like, fight scene in the end between Bucky and Iron Man and Captain America.
That shit was heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's like, it's a pretty dark film, I would say.
I feel like it is, and it isn't. Because of the simple fact of, their reputation of killing off characters and bringing them right back. Yeah. Where it's like, somebody could, let's say Iron Man died. Let's say Iron Man died at Civil War. You knew he was going to come back.
Which was a huge possibility.
It was a huge possibility. It was a huge possibility, which they kind of showed in the movie. But let's say in that movie they did kill him. Everyone's gonna know, like, well, he's gonna come back. There's no way they're gonna have Endgame without the original 6. There's no way. So, and it's because that's what they've been doing from the beginning. There's characters. There's also some characters that obviously didn't come back, like Quicksilver. Yeah. But when a character dies, more than half the time they come back somehow. Even what's his name, Agent Coulson. Yeah, he dies in Avengers, but comes right back in the TV show.
No, I do think that's a flaw. I can't disagree with you, but I don't know if I'd classify that as watered down, as much as like. I mean,
if you're gonna die, you might as well just leave the character dead. Even Loki he came back 5 times.
I agree, but don't you think that the reason they come back is not because the writers or directors want to do that, but because the studio is like, well, we can make more money if we have these people come back.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Possibly, yeah.
But
I can say
and I would also say if we do see, a Justice League, it's like we could say the same about Superman. He's not really gonna die. He might die in a movie, but he's gonna come back. Yeah. And same with Batman.
They need him.
Yeah. I didn't like that part.
They need him.
Well, what was supposed to happen with that one? The way they brought him back was never supposed to be the way he comes back. He does get killed off in Batman versus Superman. Yeah. But the way he was going to come back was, like they said, like his molecules never really died because of the sun, of where he is. But he's technically wakes up and goes somewhere else. He goes into like a rehab he goes somewhere to heal again, and that's where the black suit comes from. The black suit was supposed to come out in the Justice League film. That's where all that went. And even Zack Snyder confirmed that's where he was supposed to come out with.
Well, like in the Doomsday movie. My point is, you're not going to see a big film in the DC universe where they aren't there either, right?
You mean the main character? Like Superman, Batman,
DC is still going to have those select characters that they're not going to die. Even if they die, they're not going to die. They're always going to come back for the big thing. Yeah. Because that's what makes money.
Well,
that's
it could have been different because technically what they did was they brought the collaboration of the 6 or 7 They started off with like that second film, and now they're bringing in all these other characters. Like Black Adam's introducing a bunch of characters. I'm sure the Flash is gonna do the same. Aquaman's already introduced quite a few. Wonder Woman might introduce more. So it's now they're expanding to these other side characters that we wouldn't think about just here in Justice League. You know, like Shazam was never really part of the Justice League to begin with, but they brought him in for the films. Now he's part of it. So it opened up doors for possibilities of other characters that will probably get more limelight than the original ones.
That's the same in Marvel though, because we just saw the death and exiting of a bunch of characters with Endgame. You know,
We saw two.
We saw, we saw, and plus,
Black Widow.
I'm thinking of Black Widow.
All
and
right,
Iron Man.
Black Widow, Captain America's out.
But he didn't die.
But
no,
he
I said the
eventually-
exiting of.
Oh,
So
that's right.
we
I thought
have
you meant he died.
characters that
Well,
we know are not coming back.
Because they're in talks that Chris Evans might come back for another film to reprise his role as a young Captain America.
But that's not the same though, because they're not going to come back within that main storyline.
Yeah.
No, that's the point. That's what they're saying. He's coming. He shouldn't. He shouldn't, because now he's old man Captain America.
Well, there's a comic book series that actually talks about him losing his powers and becoming old man Captain America and somehow gaining his super soldier serum back.
So if they take that route, then that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But that's if they take that route.
It does. Yeah. I do think it depends on the context. Like there are certain situations in which, like with this Black Widow film, I'm okay with it because I know it's going back in time. And if they're gonna do like an origins or something like that of other characters that are already gone, then I'm fine with that. But I agree with you. If they continually bring them back, if the next big Avengers event we see Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans.
It's like you can't do it unless they're there.
Yeah, it's like if that's what you end up doing, then I'll have to concede to you. But we haven't gotten there yet.
We haven't gotten there yet.
We're getting.
We know Tony Stark's coming back for Black Widow. He's gonna be Tony Stark. He's not Iron Man yet.
Yeah, and even then, it's a flashback film. So
it's a flashback. It's in the talks of Chris Evans possibly coming back to play Captain America. He's saying that it's not a yes, it's not a no, but there are talks about it. Could be that route that you said.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do know they're going to try and scramble to get what they can get because now they only have Tom Holland for one film instead of two more. They're about to lose him, and he's technically the big face that they were expecting to have after Tony Stark.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
But even then, there's still the Fantastic Four that were hinted in Spider-Man Far From Home.
That's
I
true.
mean, we also have to look at what happened in Homecoming, the selling of the Avengers Tower. The only other person that had a huge tower, the only other team that had a huge tower in New York was the Fantastic Four. Because the Avengers got a new headquarters, new lair, whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's the X-Men.
There's Black Panther too.
Black Panther too, but think of the X-Men. You have these...
Namor.
Which one?
Namor from Black Panther.
Oh yeah.
Oh, because they have an embassy in New York, right?
No. I'm saying they mentioned it. There was in Homecoming. There was the characters that they were looking at on the screen. There's one in the middle of the ocean, which is Namor, which is a rival of Black Panther.
Yeah.
And the Eternals are coming soon, I heard.
The Eternals.
Yeah.
The Eternals. The main reason I'm excited for it is the characters that they have playing in the main characters. There's one. Well, there's two of them coming back from Game of Thrones.
Oh, you mean the actors?
The actors.
Yeah,
thank you. Sorry, the actors. And the biggest thing is, in Game of Thrones, there was their brothers in the film at the beginning of the show. They say, the next time we see each other, I'll be in black. And black was always your color. Those were the last lines these two actors said to each other before leaving. And in this movie, the actor who plays Jon Snow, he's coming back as the Black Knight.
Yeah.
And his brother's gonna be an Eternal. They're gonna meet again, and he's gonna be in all black, which is kind of dope. I thought that was sick. I was like, oh, what the hell? There's no way. Yeah. And I think he's like the main guy to like protect him. That's like his bodyguard or whatever. Yeah. So that's cool. I am excited for Eternals. I'm excited for that one.
So, but even just based on this, I mean, how many DC films and future projects are you excited for versus Marvel projects?
From here on out?
Yeah.
DC.
All of them.
Period. Marvel doesn't have enough juice to keep up anymore.
No. I mean, how many projects can you list off that you are excited about that have been announced for DC versus Marvel?
Well, the ones that we talked about. So Flash, Aquaman 2, of course. Yeah. Shazam. Wonder Woman's coming out. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
I am excited for the new Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah.
Because of the lineup of characters and actors that they have.
Harley Quinn getting her own movie?
Yeah,
the Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
Which that one's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I'm super excited, but I am interested to go watch it.
Yeah.
I'm not as excited to see that one as far as like the Black Widow.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, but I would like to see that one. I think that one's gonna be I think that one's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Joker 2 is getting its second one, but that's its own thing.
Yeah.
But I'm still excited. I'm still excited for even Batman, the new Batman, which you guys talked about without me.
Well, but that's also separate though, isn't it?
It is also separate, but I'm even excited because it's Batman.
Yeah.
And the lineup that they have for that one.
You think we'll ever get a Batman Beyond?
I hope so.
Like,
No,
I
I
want to
don't
see
know.
that. Give me old man Bruce.
But
Wayne.
not
That
yet,
would be
not yet.
nice.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
not yet, but that would be really nice.
I would like to see that one, just not right now.
It's like,
I want to see a Nightwing show, a show just about Nightwing.
did we
Well,
already get that?
I know Titans
Titans
is
touches
he's
it a lot.
kind of
he's there. He finally gets the role of Nightwing.
Yeah, this season, right?
So they might have a separate spin-off show for him because that Titans is doing really good. Oh, Titans 2 season 2 coming out on Netflix.
Not Attack on Titan.
Fuck yeah.
But
No, Titans.
Titans.
And this one's actually really good. A lot of people were skeptical about it, but this one's really good.
I guess I'll check it out.
Hey.
But for Marvel, right? We have the What If series, we have the WandaVision series, we have the Loki series, we have the Black Panther. You're excited for none of those?
Not really. Honestly,
I'm not excited for WandaVision.
WandaVision. Like,
I'm
I'll
not-
watch.
yeah, I'm
I'll
not
probably
either.
watch them.
Okay, but
More than
all right,
likely, I'll
yeah.
watch them. I'll give them. Like, I'll see, and if I like them, of course, I'll watch. But I'm
Yeah.
not excited.
Black Panther 2. Are you excited for that?
Black Panther 2, I'm excited because
Okay.
I do like
So-
Chad Boswick as Black
Yeah.
Panther.
What
He's a
about
good actor, man.
Black Widow? You said
Black Widow? I'm excited.
Eternals,
Mhm.
right? What else is coming out? Marvel.
I'm curious to see if they're ever going to bring out Galactus. The snap was supposed to.
I
wake him up.
heard he was gonna be the next major.
I heard that
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt. I mean, introducing
It
Fantastic
makes
Four.
sense.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but it's like I want to be baby stepped into all these major villains.
I mean, that's why they're not bringing out any Avengers films to like way down the line.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna get baby stepped into it, you have to introduce Fantastic Four. That's where the Silver Surfer is supposed to come out as
Are
well.
you excited for that?
Oh, I'm excited.
Fantastic Four?
I'm excited for that shit.
kinda.
I mean, the last two were, well, the last one was a bust.
The
one
first one, the very first one
was good.
with Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
That one was good.
Then
Part
was
two
like-
came out. I was like,
it's
I don't know what the hell you guys tried to do with Galactus. I don't know what the
Yeah, he
fuck
was
you
a
guys
fucking
tried to do.
cloud. He was a fucking cloud.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
It was a letdown.
Yeah,
It was a
that
letdown.
was a
Yeah,
letdown.
it was-
And then,
but then unfortunately the new Fantastic Four was
I
a bust.
haven't even.
I was sad because I do like the actors in them
yeah.
as the Fantastic Four. I do like them.
Yeah,
actors.
I was sad too because
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan is like my favorite.
A lot of people were pissed that he was gonna be the Human Torch. Like,
What?
I'm
Why?
pretty excited.
Yeah.
Well, because he's because
People are
Human
just
Torch
mad.
was white and he's
Yeah.
coming in black. I was like, who gives a fuck?
White
He's a
people
dope.
give a fuck. White
Yeah.
people. Give a
Right.
But I
That's
think-
why we.
but
That's
you know
why
what?
we should make
Demonize
Idris
my race,
Elba. We're gonna make Idris Elba 007.
I
Get it
will give
ready.
you this. I did hear two things. That the Netflix Daredevil and the Netflix Punisher will be coming out eventually with their own films, and the actors who played those characters will be playing the characters on film.
I did hear
So
that. Yeah.
I am excited about that.
They're eventually supposed to join Spider-Man because Nova's coming out with a film. Like he's getting his own film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
getting his own film, and they eventually should make up the squad of Nova, Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Luke
So hold on,
Cage.
before we get any further, because I feel like this is a topic that we can obviously go on forever.
Yeah, because we
Where
got
are we
an
at
hour.
on time?
Hour 20 minutes.
we are way past
There's
it.
gonna be a lot of stuff that gets cut out. I'm assuming.
That I'm either gonna split it in two or it's gonna be an extra long one. We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
But should we bring it to a close and continue the conversation? Because I don't know if everybody wants to keep hearing about this comic book conversation. I know I would, but
It's-
I don't know about
yeah,
them.
dude,
I'll leave it up to you guys, but if we do close, we should all say where we stand on which series we think is better.
Okay.
All right.
Who wants to go first?
Robert.
I mean, I think I've been pretty clear about my stance.
Obviously.
Clearly, I think DC is a better series.
I know you do. I know.
Oh.
Nah, I'm fucking with you guys. It's clearly Marvel. There's not even a question in anybody's mind. And it's insane that anybody would bring up this topic.
Damn.
The comic book genius over here knows exactly what he's talking about, and we'll leave it at that. DC all the way, baby.
Go for it, Chris.
I'm gonna go ahead and stick with Marvel. I like the comic books. I mean, it's gonna be kind of hard to come back from where they're at right now and go a dark route with the Dark Avengers, whatever. But
Until then,
then, you know.
I'll give it.
But since they do have Fox, and Fox was going down the rated R route, and they're not going to change Deadpool, and they're going to continue with everything rated R, especially with like how they did Logan too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Continue that route and transition it slowly in.
Yeah.
You know.
We'll see.
There we go.
I'll believe
that was a good argument. That was good. Yeah, I like that. Thank you.
All right. Sorry.
I know.
It's only because of what I have as far as like television shows and movies go. I gotta stick with Marvel. But I will say this: I am excited for a lot of DC stuff coming up. Only because it's like, at this point, if DC is going to continue going down this route, you already fucked up. You have nowhere else to go but up. So I'm really hoping.
Put it like this: in the movies, DC make Wonder Woman the head. She's the Amazonian god. Superman, I mean, Justice League just killed it for him because he was all powerful. We need him.
Yeah,
again, that wasn't.
I know.
That's a whole nother thing.
I do think that. I prefer the DC characters. If DC was doing as well as Marvel, I would like it better.
Yeah.
Well, are we just talking about in general, or are we talking about just the films? Because in general, if you take everything to account, DC's been kicking butt.
I'm talking about the films.
Okay, films.
So,
all right, I'll give you that.
So yeah, I think that I would love to agree with you. I would love to feel like all the Batman films and all the Superman films and all that have been great. I would be on that camp, but right now I can't say that.
Yeah, I just don't like all the transitions that they made as far as like characters and stuff. Like I don't know who's the main character for the Dark Knight series, but I mean not series, but trilogy. But I would have loved for him to stay as Batman.
Christian Bale?
Yeah, he was a great Batman. And this new guy who came in, it's like he barely had any real opportunities to embrace his Batman, just because like his Batman movies have always been tie-ins with other characters.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah, as of right now.
Okay, I'll give you that.
So
they did have to tie in.
I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm.
If they had the freaking film with him versus Deathstroke,
it's like that one.
That
I
would
saw,
have been
I
sick.
saw
Yeah.
the Arkham Asylum Batman. Like he was big.
Yeah,
That motherfucker was huge.
sick. That's what I'm saying. But I get it. Going off of what we have in front of us right now, that's the argument, and I can't fight it.
Yeah. I do want to be on your side because I really do enjoy DC characters. I enjoy how dark the things are in their development. Like I've always enjoyed DC villains more than Marvel villains anyway. Yeah. So hopefully, as far as like movie productions go, if they make better decisions as far as their films, I will definitely be on board. So I'm just hoping for the best from here on out.
I'm noticing the change within the DC films. So they're getting there. It's just a very slow start. But they're getting there. But we'll see what happens. Like you said.
At the top of the food chain.
You said they used to be at the top?
Yeah. With the films?
Yeah, before if we think before like any of this MCU stuff and we're talking just about
before
Batman
the Disney money.
and Superman.
Before the Disney money.
Yeah, before the Disney money.
Before the Disney money came in.
We're at the top.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Everyone gets their time to shine. Marvel had their time. Now it's DC's. Just watch. Just wait.
We'll see.
Just wait. Trust me.
Ty, you want to lead us out?
Yes, sir. I'm going to close us out on a simple message. I just want to say that for anybody out there who's suffering in any type of way, mental health is a real thing. It's a topic that I want to touch just because it's like I'm now being fully aware of my own mental health, and now it's like I'm taking that chance to change it before it gets worse. So for anybody out there that's going through something at home, don't be afraid to talk about it. Don't be afraid to fix it. Take a chance. Embrace your life. Your life is always about your decisions. No matter what situations are thrown at you, how you choose to go about your situations is what's going to make you the bigger person at the end of the day. And just know there's always somebody here for you. They might not be right next door, but there's always somebody there that'll tell you that they love you. All right?
You sure it's not her? She's a pretty nice lady.
I mean, I was talking about you, but fuck you.
Oh, she's nice.
Wow.
Damn.
Well then.
You just stepped out of your own spotlight. That's cold work.
I don't like being in the spotlight.
But you want to be an actor.
Damn it.
He doesn't like it. He loves it.
I don't like being in the spotlight. Okay, the spotlight just likes being with me.
It be like that. And with that being said,
I hate that. I really hated that.
It's okay, George. We hate you.
Wow.
All these fucking distractions. All right. With that being said, y'all, if you made it this far into the podcast,
thank you.
Thank you for your ears.
This was a long one.
This really was a long one. So thank you for the power of your eardrums because you made it far.
More power to you.
All right. With that being said, don't forget to follow us on our social medias. Each one of us individually and our podcast for sure. Don't forget to shout us out. The more people we got following us, the better we can do at this. We want to be somebody out there in the world. All right. So here it is. Tyus from the bottom of his heart. I'm letting y'all know. I love y'all. All right. Boom. What y'all want to say?
What bitch loves y'all too?
I love you guys too when I'm not much. Yeah.
And I'm Batman. And I love you.
Hey.
And with that being said,
Fuck Marvel. Whoa! Wow! I had to do it.
Look,
wow, that was, you should have waited just a couple more seconds longer so he could have.
I know.
Damn it! That would have been the.
I know.
I would have gladly handed that over to
Can
you.
you make sure you don't cut? Wait, 1,
Yeah.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Fuck Marvel.
Fuck DC.
Ah.